What's up, everybody? It's your girl Shirley Blaze. I wanted to make this video. This video is like basically a rant for me to just get a bunch of things off my chest and out of my head. So, it's been like 3 months since me and my husband separated, and in those 3 months, life has really changed for me a lot. And one of the things that I've been experiencing is the feeling of being alone and being just alienated from everything. Specifically speaking, like with his family, his parents have decided that ignoring me is the best option and acting like I don't exist is the best option, while still going on planning stuff with the kids, leaving me out of the loop. I don't want to go on anything with them, but like I want to be in the loop of what's going on with my kids, because I have been getting misinformation from my ex-husband and things have just not gone the best way. And so I've had to just like deal with a few things that don't really sit well with me. And I feel like if I was in communication of what's happening, things could have been better. Like, all you have to do is talk to me about what's happening. What do you want? Oh, you want your grandkids to come visit? Okay, well, let's get the correct information. That's all I want out of things. But anyway, so since my husband's mom has been in town, I've seen my husband twice already, and you know, I go to drop off stuff for the kids or whatever, or I went to go bring him his birthday present while he was at the park, and she chose to just like ignore me the entire time and act like I don't exist. And I don't really understand why that is happening, because me and my husband, like, we are trying our best with co-parenting. Like, we are doing family things together. Like, we're doing a lot of things to keep the relationship good for ourselves and for our kids. And I want the same thing with me and the grandparents. Like, I want us, and even my husband, he wants us to be able to be in the same room and not have problems with each other. And if we don't have problems with each other, why do we have problems with each other, you know? Like, that doesn't make sense. Everything that has happened in our relationship, and I say my husband because we're not divorced yet, everything that has happened in our relationship, my husband has known about these things. I have never hid anything from him. And there's other reasons to why we broke up. It's not just because I'm dating a woman now. Like, it's not because I'm a lesbian, and it's not just that. And if anything, I don't want to classify myself as just like a lesbian, because I was married to a man for like 14 years, but now I'm in a path where I'm living my truth, and I am with a woman now. But I'm just like, you shouldn't be upset with me for any reason, because everything that has happened has nothing to do with them. And by you, I mean like his parents. Nothing has to do with them. You know, we have gone through our own shit and we're getting through it. And the other part about it is, like, they never liked me, yo. They never liked me. At least his mom never liked me. I feel like his dad had a slither of like for me, but like his mom just no. And she's the one that's here, and she's the one that's like ignoring me and acting like I don't exist. And it's so weird. Like, for my husband's birthday, I got him a birthday gift. He was at the park. I went and met up with him at the park, and it was a good time in that little moment. But the way his mom was acting just made everything so weird and awkward. And my kids are like, what's up with grandma? And I'm like, I don't know, grandma's making this weird when it doesn't have to be. Like, their idea of what a family unit should be is not what our family unit is. And I guess it bothers them to no end. And then, like, the other thing about it is, like, in our whole relationship, they have treated me as if I didn't do anything for my family. And the thing about it is, I did everything I could for my family. And so did my husband. But I guess me being who I am and coming from the background that I came from, I wasn't enough for their son. And now that I decided to leave their son, now they're opening up their true colors and showing me exactly who they were from the beginning. And it's crazy because, like, my family's not doing that to Dustin. My family is still calling him, still talking to him. Like, my brother still fucks with him. My grandmother still talks to him. Like, people still ask about this man because they know that we have no hate towards each other. So, like, I don't understand, like, why his family can't do the same thing. Like, why we can't just be civil. Like, bruh, it don't matter if I'm still fucking this man or not. That's my kid's dad. I'm not asking for me and his family to, like, be best friends. I'm asking for us to be able to be in the same room together if we need to be. There's just so many things that I'm just like, there's no reason for any of this. And I'm trying really hard to, like, detach myself from all of this and work through my emotions. But if I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm hurt. I'm really hurt because they've been the only family that I've known since I was 17. I've been with this man since I was 17 years old. We've been together for 14 years, about to be married for 10. And I'm still taking that marriage anniversary claim. Yeah, damn right I am, because, like, we're not divorced yet. We're about to be married for 10 years. And, you know, through the whole 10 years, like, he's been by my side through a lot of things, and we basically, like, grew up together. And his family knows what my family life was like. They know how my mother was with me. They know that I didn't really have a stable family, and they know that their family unit was the only family stability that I seen and that I got attached to. And for them to just, like, act like I don't exist, like, I can't sit here and say that it doesn't hurt, because it does. And I wouldn't be human if it didn't hurt. You know, like, I just want them to know that I exist and treat me like a person and treat me with respect and kindness. I'm not asking for you to call me all the time or do any of that stuff. I just want to be treated like a human. And I just feel like I'm not getting any of that. You know, there's no respect there. And it's almost as if I did something to them, and I didn't do anything to them. I never disrespected them. I never talked to them sideways. Like, I always tried to be respectful, and I'm just, like, outcasted now, and it fucking hurts. And I feel like I'm stuck in the loop of thinking about how I feel and all these feelings that I have about them. I just needed to get all this stuff out. I remember when we first told them about us. First of all, we weren't even gonna do everything that has happened. Everything that has happened as far as, like, me moving out and us not being together, it started out because after we told his parents were like, oh, you need to tell her to move out. And so he did. And granted, we were arguing and all types of stuff, but we've been arguing before that. And before that, I was telling my husband, I'm like, hey, let's go get marriage counseling. Let's do these things to make our relationship better. And he never wanted to do those things. So when I got tired and I got done and I checked out of the relationship, he still didn't want to do anything. And then so when we finally tried to do something else and we told his parents about it, they completely just, like, shifted the whole conversation and played a blame game on me, even though the blame game was not just on me, it's me and him. Because the decision that we came up with was us to basically live our lives as we see fit and still be together as a family and stay as a family. But instead, his parents were like, oh, my son doesn't want this. You're the one that wants this. You're the one that's pushing it on him for us to stay a family unit and not necessarily be together, but still be together. They were like, no, tell her to move out and all this stuff. So that's what my husband ended up doing. And ever since then, I was just like, okay, well, if I'm on my own, then I'm really on my own. Then this is done. This is over with. There's no turning back. And that feeling of no turning back, like, it's been haunting me, because it's like, I feel like the family unit that I had has been tore down, and it wasn't to my doing. It was because of other people's opinion of what a family unit should look like. And I'm just like, everything is so unraveled in my life, and I'm slowly trying to get it back together. I'm realizing that the life that I had at one time is not the life that I have anymore. I'm in a whole nother relationship. I'm in my own place, finally got my own car. Like, everything that I have is because I got it on my own, and I worked really fucking hard, and I didn't let anybody, like, tell me I can't do any of these things. And these are the things that I tried to get while I was still in my marriage, you know, but I was always told reasons why I can't do something, and basically feeling like I'm just trying to achieve too high and do too much, and basically being told I need to fucking accept what I have now, even though it's the bare minimum. Accept it, because not everybody got this. And that's just something that I couldn't accept anymore. I couldn't accept the bare minimum anymore. And I left my marriage. And this whole process of grieving my relationship has been hard. Even though I was the one that decided I couldn't do it no more, like, it's still a grieving process. And I still have so many things that I just need to process and get out. And it's hard for me. And it's been hard. Me and my husband are doing great. We're communicating. We are co-parenting well. We are just keeping it together for our kids, and I'm so proud of us. But, like, his family has always been the biggest issue in our marriage. Mostly because, like, my husband just allowed, like, his mom to say anything to me. Not even just his mom, but, like, his parents. He allowed his parents to say anything to me, and he never really protected me. And that was one of the issues that I had. And then me being me, I will always stand up for myself, and I will always talk about the shit that they would say to me or to him and stand up for him. There was one time where they didn't talk to us for 3 months because I spoke up for myself. They're not used to that. They're, at least not from him, because his sister always speaks up for herself. But when it comes to Dustin, like, he's such a type of person that will just ignore things. And so he ignored it so much that I left my marriage and I couldn't do it no more. So yeah, there was so much stuff that went on in my marriage that I just could not do anymore. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to just live in my truth. I decided to come out, because what I was dealing with was not worth me being in the closet anymore. It wasn't worth me trying to keep it together, even though I tried to keep it together. It just wasn't worth it no more. Now I just need to realize that I need to detach myself from all of those people that I used to know, and detach myself from the lifestyle that I used to live and the life that I used to have, because it's not like that anymore, and it never will be like that again. Me and my husband, ex-husband, whatever you all want to call him, we will never get back together again, but we will always continue to be friends. But it does hurt going through the ropes of, like, trying to find some normalcy again. Anyway, y'all, yeah, maybe I'll come back up here for another vent video in the next episode. Anyway.